Hello, so welcome to this video. So today we're going to learn about data types in Python, and understanding the various types of data in Python is instrumental to learn the language itself. And it's true for all the programming languages, whether it's Python, whether it's C++, whether it's C. Whenever you're learning a new programming language, it's very important that you have a very thorough idea of all the data types in a programming language, and at least the basic data types in a programming language. So there are many data types in Python which can be classified in many ways, but I will show you the way I prefer. And uh, first of all, I'm going to talk about the fundamental data types. Okay, so fundamental data types. So fundamental data types. Okay. So what are the fundamental data types in uh, Python? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is integer, and which is expressed by the word int. The keyword is int here. So the integer values represents whole numbers such as 1, 2, 5, -5, -6, etc. Okay. So this is the first one, integer, and the second one is float. Okay. So when do we use floating data types? So floating data types represents decimal numbers with fractional parts, such as let's say 3.14, let's say 3.15, let's say 5.4.56. These are the floating data types. Okay. So next comes Boolean type. So what are Boolean types? Boolean type is expressed by BOOL, bool. Okay, so Boolean data types is representing either true or false. So when do we use Boolean data types? So it is used in logical operation and conditional statements, and it's either true, either false. Okay, so it's either whenever we are using Boolean data type, we have to remember that it is used to express either true or false and nothing else. Okay, so next comes the question of string. So what is string? So string data types represents a sequence of characters, and that has to be enclosed in quotes. And let's say we are typing a word hello. Okay, we are typing a word Python. Okay, so these are all string values. So we'll learn in detail how to define a string. So basically, you can remember that it's a word or a sentence. That's a string data types. Okay, so next comes list. So what is list? So list represents list actually represents an ordered collection of items, and that has to be enclosed in third bracket. Okay, so there will be multiple items in a list, and all the items will be separated by commas. Okay, so next comes tuple. So what is tuple? So tuple represents actually an ordered collection of items, and it is enclosed in uh, first bracket. Okay, so like as I said, for the list, it will also be enclosed in first brackets, and the items will be separated by commas. Okay, so one distinction between list and tuple is that you can modify a list after creating the list, but modify the items of the list after creating the list, but you cannot modify the elements or the values of a tuple after creating the tuple. Okay, so then comes the data type set. So set actually represents an ordered collection of unique elements, and that will be enclosed in a curly braces. Okay, so all the items will be separated by comma, just like the list items and the tuple items. And then comes the question of yeah, then comes the question of dictionary. So dictionary is represented by dict. So this will be a collection of key value pairs enclosed in curly braces, and that will be separated by commas. Okay, and each key value pair will be separated by colon, and we'll learn that in detail in later parts of this video series. And these are the fundamental data types that we use. And there are some other data types, let's say complex data type, and there are frozen set. Okay, so these are kind of a bit advanced data types, so we'll learn them in the future. And the next data types that I want to work is classes. Okay, so what are classes? So classes are basically custom data types. So let's say you are not being able to write a program using these data types, okay, using these data types. So then you will have to create a custom data type. And we'll learn how to create custom data, better one. And just know that we can create our own data type, okay? And then we have come to specialized data type. So what is a specialized data type? So a specialized data type is basically when you were using a data type from from an extra module. You can think about you can think of it as an extension of Google Chrome. If you have used Google Chrome, you may have used the extensions that we can find in the Google Chrome store and everything. So that's basically when you want to do additional work and you don't want to use custom data types, or the fundamental data types are not helping you. So then you can use data types from extra module. And this is a bit advanced topic, but we'll learn that in the future. Okay. So next, last comes the question of none. So none actually represents the absence of value, or to put it simply, a null value. Okay, so it's very important to understand that how none or the null data type works in Python. But I think we're pretty much done in this video, and these are all the major data types in Python. And in the next videos, we will try to write program using each of these data types and values. And remember that you have to have a thorough idea of these data types, and it's very important to program correctly. Okay, bye bye.